Guys, long time, I know, a lot going on in my life. This first part of the video, I'm not even going to edit this part, so I can be as real as I can with you guys. So, last couple of months, a lot going on in my life. A little bit about me. I'm doing a double bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and chemistry at the University of Puerto Rico. Until some months ago, I was the president of my fraternity chapter, and between college, fraternity, family stuff, it's just, I've been disorganized at the maximum levels. I thought I could handle everything on my plate and I could do a lot of stuff, and at the end of the day, when everything is piling up, there's a moment where you snap and you say like, wait, I have to get my shit together. I don't have time to do what I want to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, hopefully I'm getting more organized and I can now post more videos at least once per week. And everything, this doesn't mean that I haven't been reading. I mean, I haven't been reading The Hobbit because I had to record myself, but I've been reading a lot of stuff so I can, you know, keep my mind untouched. I've been reading a lot of stuff, so some of them, so you can see, and you can follow me on Goodreads. I'm gonna put the link right below. On Goodreads, I mean, so you can follow up on what I'm reading. I'm currently reading 1984, George Orwell. I'm reading some Michel Foucault, some social scientist, because I've been wanting to learn what does the political left in America thinks about stuff. So I've been reading about him. I've been reading The Roots of Racism by Terry Givens. I think it's a new book from this year. I've been reading The Counterpart, or The Other Side, of men like Michel Foucault. And someone recommended me Eric Neumann, so I'm reading this. The Origins and History of Consciousness. I've been reading Homer, the Odyssey. What else? I'm reading The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I'm reading a biography of Walt Disney. And last, I'm reading Breathe by Hickson Gracie. Yes, it's a lot of books, but whenever I get bored of about one, I get on with the other, and that's it. So I mean, this is a little update of my life. I apologize for not posting, but I'm keeping my mind reading, which I showed those to you because the purpose of this channel is to motivate people to read more, because it's one of the most important things that you can do in your life to keep your mind up, untouched and fast, and, you know, thinking and just developing every day a little bit more. So as I said, I'm not going to edit this part of the video. I usually edit everything because as English is not my first language, I get tripped up on words, I confuse words, and I speak low. And so don't put you guys in that position to get desperate of me speaking the way naturally comes out until I get more used to it. I wanted to be as real as you guys and give you my reasons for not posting, but hopefully that will change from now on. So now, let's get on with the video. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Finally, we're here. So today we're gonna read chapter 9 of The Hobbit, Barrels of Bond. Last chapter, I remember I was very upset. I was frustrated with everything that was going on because the dwarves and Bilbo didn't follow instructions, but whatever, that's all in the past. Today is a new chapter. Without further ado, let's go. These people can't catch a breath. They are already getting into another fight with the Wood Elves. What's going on? Okay, so the Wood Elves brought the dwarves to their king. And Bilbo's not, I mean, Bilbo is there, but he's not like as a prisoner, because he put on the ring. He's invisible now. No one can see him. And yeah, he's not a prisoner, but he followed the wood elves, and he's in the castle now with the king. My question is this the same king that has Thorin as a prisoner? I don't know. I'm still confused, because the last chapter we talked about all different kind of elves, and honestly I don't remember what type of elf had Thorin as a prisoner. I mean, I'll find out, I guess. Yeah, it's the same king. So there's a picture of Elven King's Gate in the book. I'll put a picture up so you can see it better, in better lighting. But yeah, it's typical forest, a lot of trees. There's a type of moat, is it called? Moat, yeah. Is it like a river surrounding the castle, so you can't, go to the castle without a type of bridge? Okay, one quick thing. It says that Bilbo is scared to walk among them out of the castle, even though he has the invisibility ring, because the sun will cast a shadow of him, and then they would know that he was there. How? I mean, if he's invisible, how can he have a shadow? I understand the concept that even though he's invisible, he can make sounds. If he steps on leaves, when he breathes, when he, everything. Sounds make sense. But if you're invisible, how can you have a shadow? You know what I mean? Okay, very, very cool stuff. On the last video, I was saying how I was happy that Bilbo was stepping up and that he was defending the dwarves, that he was, being more of a leader. Although in this chapter, and probably on all the others, but now it's the time that I'm catching it up, it describes Thorin as the king of the elves. Oh, no. As the king of the dwarves, or as a leader, let's say, of the dwarves. But now that Bilbo is, with this ability of invisibility and everything, he's stepping up and he's trying to find a way to escape from the castle. It says that just what Gandalf had said would happen. You see, perhaps that was part of the reason for going off and leaving them. The author is explaining how Thorin is having more of a high opinion of Bilbo now that, Bilbo is being more of a leader and trying to help them. Let's see what happens. Okay, the way that the author is describing the place where they are currently in and where they will escape, it gives me a vibe of the place where the ugly creature was. What was the name of it? I don't remember. Let's see. Riddles in the Dark was a chapter. Damn, I forgot. Golem. Ugly. You know what I mean. But the point is that I remember it gives me the vibe. The description gives me the vibe of where Bilbo was, where Golem was. So I don't know if Golem will appear in this chapter, but I can feel something. Okay, people, there's a point I just read that I want to emphasize on, because as this first book, The Hobbit, is meant for children, there's a very important lesson here, and that is that after Bilbo used the guard's keys to release all the dwarves, and I don't know where they're going now. I guess they're going to escape, right? But before actually leaving, he put the keys back in the guard's belt, and it says that he did that to quote, save him some of the trouble he is in for. Okay? And even the author describes Bilbo's actions here like kind-heartedly put the keys back on his belt. You see what I mean? It's the author describes the guard as being not too bad and decent with the prisoners. And I don't know, it seems to me like a good lesson, because first of all, maybe you don't have to pay others with the same punch or the same way they treated you. And second of all, who cares? I mean, they will get their whatever will happen to them. You just do what you gotta do. You don't have to step or stomp on the one who's already down. You know what I mean? I don't know. It seemed like pretty deep to me, and I just wanted to emphasize on that point. Okay, I'm laughing because the author has this way of writing that he's telling the story, but he also is speaking to you, the reader. You know what I mean? Like, he's describing Bilbo's plan, and everything is going to plan. The barrels are, the elves are pushing the empty barrels, but with the elves, into the water. So blah blah blah, they will escape. But Bilbo is not in a barrel. And I was actually thinking, what is Bilbo going to do? Is he going to, leap, as he's invisible with the ring, is he going to leap into one of the barrels and just grab onto that until they are out of the cave or whatever? But I don't know, it's curious to see the author telling me the story and then like reacting to the story with me. You know what I mean? It's just very unique. Okay, so I'm done reading chapter 9. Barrels Out of Bond was the title. I'm really happy to keep reading again. The Hobbit is it's adventure after adventure. I mean, someone commented in the previous videos that she thought that Gandalf or the story in general was starting to grow on me, and maybe that's right. I mean, I still am touchy with Gandalf. I mean, we haven't seen him in the story for, I don't know, 4 or 5 chapters already. But this was a nice and short chapter. I mean, at the last pages, when they were already out of the castle or mountain or wherever they were, Bilbo sees that some elves were watching the barrels, and they felt that the barrels were were heavy, and they were like, oh, like, let's see what's inside, and they didn't get to it because it was already dark. I mean, I don't know if in the next chapter they are going to find them and take them as prisoner again, or if they are, out of the woods and they're gonna be fine. One thing very curious to me, I'm very, desperate to know if this ring that Bilbo has, does it only get you to be invisible, or does it give you a lucky sense, a luck? You know what I mean? Because especially in this chapter, it was just like, when you do like, it's that feeling, because that feeling of luck. I mean, the events that transpired seem to be so full of luck instead of just pure ability that, I don't know, maybe I'm, making things up, but I'm curious to know if this ring has only the power of invisibility, or if this ring gives you luck. And yeah, that was it for chapter 9 of The Hobbit. Guys, it's been such a long time, some months, for me to keep reading, but here I am again. Please consider subscribing if you're liking these videos and you're liking this channel. Please follow me on Instagram at Martel Dynamics and at Goodreads. I put everything I read every day. If I read half a page today, I will put it on Goodreads real quick, because that's the way I keep track of everything I'm reading and everything. Thank you very much for watching this video, and hey, see you in the next chapter. Bye.